Alright, let's get this history report done. Oh. Yo, Nardi. Got real sick and tired of watching all these shitty movies. Gonna move to Mumbai to become a phlebotomist. P.S. I stole your 360. Well, that's just great. Now who am I gonna get to say how the reception of these movies went? Ah, fuck it, I'll do it myself. And we'll start out with 2010 science fiction thriller, Skyline. Made on a budget of $10 million, the Brothers Strauss's Alien movie was released just 4 months prior to another Alien movie that the two brothers worked on. And despite a trailer that caused many to get excited, the film got overwhelmingly negative reviews, criticizing the poor acting, shitty story, poor direction, lack of creativity, and overall lack of fun. So apparently the only thing going for it are special effects, but there has to be more to it than that. After all, it didn't get a single nomination at the Razzies that year, which means it must have been better than The Last Airbender, and I didn't think that was that bad, so maybe this will be fine. Let's look. We start in Los Angeles, where we see a bunch of bright blue lights shooting down into the city. You know, that looks kind of familiar. One of the lights beams down in front of an apartment where a young couple are sleeping.
Oh, how's it morning already?
Lady, if you think a bright blue light is the same as morning, you deserve to be abducted by aliens. She runs into the bathroom where she starts throwing up and the room begins to shake. They hear a scream coming from the next room as it appears someone has been hurt. The boyfriend looks towards the light and starts walking towards it in a trance. Even his skin starts to become zombie-ish. Well, I have to give the movie credit, it doesn't waste its time. Wait, what?
At this time we'll be starting beverage service. For a complete list of choices, please give a
So is that a scene from the end of the movie? Alright then, I guess we should introduce our characters. This is Jared and Elaine, played by Eric Balfour and Scotty Thompson.
J-Rock, T-Money.
Oh no, we were ahead of our time. We're bad.
Yeah, they're not good. They have no chemistry, and I already don't care about them. They are heading to LA for Jared's best friend's Terry's birthday.
Yeah, well, you should have thought about that before you shot the piece of shit.
Alright, that was pretty funny. This guy's already my favorite character. Terry, played by the most well-known actor in the movie, Donald Faison, is apparently rich, since he works as a special effects supervisor. Yeah, how long did it take you guys to come up with that career choice? He also has his own assistant named Denise and a hot girlfriend named Candace. We see them celebrate Terry's birthday, which I guess is supposed to develop the characters, but I still don't care about any of them except for Terry. Fast forward to that night.
Happy birthday, Terry!
Oh, hey. Nice job, man. How's it going, man?
Happy birthday, Terry.
All right.
Rob's awesome. I'm gonna miss it. Rob, have fun in Japan.
You owe me $11.
Terry tries to convince Jared to move to LA and help him and his coworker Ray in their special effects department, but he isn't sure about it. He goes up to see Elaine, who has been throwing up.
Alright, come on. We're supposed to be having fun. What's the problem?
Just forget it.
Terry sprung this whole California thing on me today, all right? I had no idea. I didn't come
I'm
out...
late.
What do you mean late?
Late.
Yeah, I really don't care. Where are the aliens? As the party guests spy on Terry's neighbors, because that's what all people in LA do, the concierge Oliver comes to tell them about a noise complaint, and then leaves. Seriously, where the hell are the aliens? Well, later, after everyone has left except for our main characters, the blue light shoots down, and then we see the same thing we saw 15 minutes ago from a different perspective. You know, you probably could have just spliced that beginning part in to this scene right here. No need to show us what's going to happen 15 minutes in at the beginning of the movie. Ray sees the light and walks towards it. So we see Jared become hypnotized by the light as Denise tries to save him. Why isn't it affecting her exactly? The lights shoot back up as Jared returns to normal.
Where's Ray?
Ray went outside to the light. And then he just disappeared.
Yeah, I really don't care. He was a complete asshole, and the fact that he is probably now being feasted on by aliens makes me very happy.
There's something down there.
No shit! The group sees that there are people on the roof on the building next door. Jared and Terry decide to do what any rational person would do in this situation and go to the roof themselves. Jared even brings his camera. We get a boring stroll through the halls with no tension and then see the ladies back in their room. For some reason, Candace still has internet, but nothing has been reported. And when Denise tries to check the news, the cable cuts out. Well, on one of them, the other one just starts playing a warning signal. The two guys get to the roof where they see nothing is wrong.
It's calm.
Thanks for that, dude. And who the hell just says it's calm after aliens just invaded? Jared accidentally closes the door, leaving them locked out. Now, we see that cell phones still work, so they could just call for help, but instead they continue to walk around and we see the lights come down in a shot that looks nothing like the poster, and Jared sees the light picking people up from the ground. We get a few seconds of cool effects, which we actually saw more of in the trailer, and Jared and Terry run back. You know, you might be able to open it if you weren't pushing it and pulling it at the same time. Elaine lets them in, somehow knowing they were in trouble, and after a few minutes of nothing happening, Terry goes to his neighbor Walt's room. I don't know why. Oh, is it so they can rip off the basement scene from War of the Worlds? Yeah, the reason it worked there is because not only were the characters likable, but because it had actual tension. Here they snoop around for about 10 seconds, and then Walt and his dog are taken, and Terry escapes. We are in the exact same position we were 5 minutes ago. God, this is like Cloverfield if they never left the apartment, and I didn't care about any of the characters. Finally, the group decides to leave, and Jared even has an idea on where they can go.
They're everywhere.
No, they're not everywhere. They're not over the water.
I don't think they like water.
Yeah, well, it didn't take them very long to find you on the roof.
Actually, that's a good point, but it doesn't matter as the group decides to leave. Terry apparently was cheating on Candace with Denise, but that's not important, as the groups drive off. Terry and Denise in one car and the others in another.
Magnetron.
So the giant Decepticon kaiju thing crushes Denise and takes Terry, and thus the only character I gave a shit about is now gone, and we're only halfway through.